Hello everybody on YouTube. We are here at Reading for this Premiership game for Manchester Revolution versus the Reading Rockets. And I am here to do your commentary, Keith Pament. Apologies if you're expecting some other streaming yesterday. I didn't get round to doing that for the other divisions, but we're here for the Prem game today. And this is an exciting lineup. Manchester have been doing the rounds in the south, I would say. We had them down at Aces. I know they've been at Titans. And here we are at Reading, Loddon Valley. And they're just getting into their final minutes before we get started, as they'll come into bench. And I think there's a little bit of an error on the stream in terms of who we're playing against. We've got, should be Manchester Revolution on there. Thanks for anyone who's put any comments on there to let us know. That has been passed on and will be rectified shortly. So I'm just going to get this is a bit strange for me actually. Normally, being local to Reading, know most of the Reading squad, but there's a couple of new faces this season that I'll have to get used to. One of them just coming up to the ball now, number 11, Dan May. And then who else is the other face was Ronnie. I can't see him on the court right now. So Ronnie Castle's number 21. Yeah, you can. Yeah, we'll put the rosters up on the screen. I think the only person missing on there, which was Alex for Reading, which was interesting. I'm sure you're all familiar with the Manchester lineup, the all-stars that are showing there. Put on lovely show wherever they go. The likes of Hardman, Love, Baines. I don't think Billy Bridges here. I believe the one that I didn't see last time out is number 9, Richard Pullen. Abdi Jammers here, Kaylee English, Kavanagh, and of course Edwards. They're all on the court. And then for the Rockets, big shout out to Alex, who didn't seem to get his name missed off the list, but I could see you from up here, Alex. So you'll get a mention there. Don't worry, number 7. But we've got the normal crew of Tom Tobin, Elliott Smith, Ella Archer. Have I seen her down there today? Not sure if she's there actually on the floor. But we've got Jade Lachlan for sure. Saw her in the warm-up, as I mentioned earlier. Dan May, Reese Barker, and Maddie's not here today. Todd Travers is, and then we've also got Ben Trillier Poulton, the powerhouse. So they're all at their benches, getting ready for the tip, and we will be live in approximately 30 seconds with the action. Please do feel free to leave any comments in there if we have any sound issues or any other problems. I think now the name is just being rectified as I speak. And let's see who the starting 5 for the Reading Rockets are, as Tobin comes in with Tom Elliott Smith. Looks like Todd Travers, yes, Reese Barker, and again, as I said, May, number 11. And on the side of Revolution, playing in the yellow shirts, the guests from Manchester. They hardly need any introduction. Henley Kavanagh going to the tip against Reese. Both very tall, and see if Reese can stop the rebound issues that you often get with that fella getting underneath the basket and getting second chance points there. Also Baines next to Tom Elliott-Smith. On the far side, number 9, we have Richard Pullen as well. And a little tap there from Rees. Tobin not able to collect, so it goes to a Manchester ball from the sideline here in front of me as we get started for the first quarter. Resetting the shot clock, there we go. And it's here with Edwards. And the pressure goes out to him, looking for the pick and roll opportunity. It does work. The cover comes from the middle, but he gets his own rebound yet again there. Oh, lovely bit of pressure from the Rockets. And unfortunate there to lose out to the hands of Edwards, who was also waiting under the basket, and finishes that one off. So good start for the Revs. And a three-point attempt to start the game from Tobin. And that would have been a way to start for the Rockets. As we see Baines already under the other side, getting into his position. Getting picked up nice and early by Rees. As a lot of the action goes on before the ball has even been put in. Down at the other end of the court, you've got Jocelyn for position, you've got Pullen fighting against Todd and Tom Elliott-Smith, and Kaylee English at the center of the court. Oh, and there is an unfortunate pass. Very rare to see that little slip up there. Means it's a backcourt violation, and the Rockets will be very happy with that. As Dan May will be putting in to Rees. A little bit of pressure out from Edwards, which was sort of given an opportunity for half a pick, I'd say. And a lovely high arc from Rees Barker there, putting a 2 on for Rockets, and it's 2 apiece in the first minute. Baines surveying the floor. Edwards driving in. Got the hands of Rees there in his face, and he's quick release before the hand can get anywhere near the ball. Rees doing well not to foul. Very easy to get drawn into a foul there when you're... And there's a long pass down to Rees. Didn't quite make its target. And now Manchester again coming on the charge. And Baines, time and time again, getting to that position. He'll often get under there and then a little fade back. Yes, that height mismatch there from Pullen against Todd means 2 more points on the board for Revs. And they go quickly up 6-2. So Rockets will be looking to not let the Manchester get into too many of these runs. Oh, a lovely bit of space for Tobin, all the way to the basket, up and in. There we go. That's a good bit of work from the Rockets. It just seemed like everything went away, and he had a clear line to the basket. Lovely work there from Tobin. I've got to say, he was pretty much open there at the other end. Tyler putting the 2 in straight back at them, and Rockets will be looking now to regroup, really close them down on defense. Ball back at the top. Tobin thinks about the shot, pass into Rees, little dump in to Todd off the side of the rim. Unfortunate for Todd there. It was a good opportunity. Nice bit of work from the Rockets. Need a good strong defense now. They're going to stop them going on a run. Edwards at top. Zings it out, Kavanagh. Looking at the options again with a mismatch on height. And feel like there's a couple of mismatches in a row there we've got against Pullen and Travers. Obviously, Rees trying to cover both. And it's a shot from the top. Tom Elliott-Smith. Lovely shot there. 10-6 at the moment to Revs with our first 3 minutes gone. Kaylee English. And it's on the far side with Edwards. Edwards drives in, and it's a little bit out of control there. Rees with a lovely stretch to keep that inbound, but the play was stopped, and it goes against, I didn't actually see the fingers, but I think it was against number 4. And the ball back in the hands of Edwards. And he's also got a lovely arc on his shot. Can't give him any space. Renowned for his 2-point shooting there. Oh, a nice little dive in for Tobin. Draws the foul off of Baines. It's a good job there. Saw a little bit of space and he went for it. Got the pass in as well from Todd. Nice little link-up play. First shot goes up. It's nice and clean. Tobin with a point. Takes him up to 7. And the other one's good as well. That will help a lot with the morale. There's only a 4-point deficit. It was 12-6, now 12-8. They can keep it. Oh, lovely steal there from Reese. Brilliant awareness on the court. And now he's got the opportunity to dish off to Tobin and up and in. And they're right back at the Revs. Lovely bit of work. That gets us to 12-10. And psychologically, if we were at 12-6 a minute ago, you think double the score. Actually, now 12-10, only one basket in it. Rockets doing a really good job putting the pressure on Revs. And I think there was contact off of Reese, I believe. Will they count the basket? I think the whistle went before the shot. I think it'll be shots from the line. Let's see what the ref has to say. He's saying basket good? 1 from the line. Good job I'm not a ref. Oh, and it comes just off the front of the basket, but they got the chance to convert this into even more points. Dish down to the baseline, lovely receive. Look at the way they're working, you know, with effectively three big options there once Edwards has joined the charge in the key. Very difficult to stop that. They really need to make the use of the height of Tom Elliott-Smith and Reese and his agility. Oh, and it's a left-hand catch that went into the possession of Manchester, and all of a sudden it was a 3-on-1. Cayley did well to cut in and make sure they had that advantage. And now, with a blink of an eye, it's gone to 18-10. So just the way that we had a couple in a row from Rockets, we've gone the other way round with Revs, and that's a timeout called. Let's see if they can stop the rhythm. And we're halfway through the first quarter. Current score, 18-10 to the Revs. The visitors here at Loddon Valley. Rockets doing a good job. Unfortunately, in that last sort of minute of play, Manchester getting 3 in a row very quickly and extending that lead to 8 points. And inbound comes from Tom Elliott-Smith, going to Tobin, just at the halfway, top of the key. Oh, and the ball's in, up and in from Todd Travers. That was a lovely dive in from him. And a bit of work there to get Reese and Todd back. They were doing really well as a team there, Rockets, today. It was a good start to the return from the timeout, getting those points on the board. And Manchester just slowing things down. Kavanagh looking for that open shot there again from Pullen. Pullen not this time. He's got a couple in from there, but so it's a fair look. He was all alone. And Ben at the top of the key looking to work hard to get him, stop him from returning to the defence. And he also ends up with the ball. Oh, it's under a lot of pressure there from Kaylee English. And he gets a 3-second call. He won't be happy with that one. But that's just how the game goes sometimes. Martin Edwards with a long pass down to Henley. Number 18 here in the yellow shirt for Manchester. Back up the top to Kaylee. Edwards again. Will he take it? I thought he was going to let fly. And always a little bit of a loose ball there for Kavanagh. And time is running low. Takes a second, lets it fly. And Rockets managing to get the loose ball. Brilliant work there for Rockets. And Todd Travers on the far side looking to bring the defence back down with a pass into Elliott Smith. Oh, and oh my goodness, there was a little bit of communication there as Todd was going out of the key. Tom pass over, and it ends up just rolling out of play. Feels like a little bit of a lost opportunity there, unfortunately, for the Rockets to put one back against the Revolution. As Todd on the far side is out of his chair. Kavanagh puts it down. To take Revolution to 20. And here we see again the likes of Todd and Ben trying to keep Pullen out of the defence. Pullen being quite tall. And there you go. That's why, because you're almost getting that extra man, that free drive for Todd Travers down there to put up the shot. Unfortunately on this one, now Cayley's doing his own medicine back and trying to pick him out of the game. Pullen at the top of the key. And that will be against Todd. I think the hands are off the chair and there's a little nudge backwards. And a nice handoff there for easy money inside for Henley. 22-12, 2 minutes left in the quarter. Reece Barker into Todd. Todd with a little bit loose with her hands, manages to keep it in. Good job from Travers to keep the ball alive. And Tobin looking for outlets. There's an out mismatch opportunity. He passes off to Reece. Reece with a shot, doesn't drop, and Manchester again with the rebound. A long pass into Baines, not when Reece is there. Looked like he wasn't looking, but he was aware. A quick swivel and a hand up, and that's good work from Reece Barker to deny that. So many times we've seen him pulling off those baseline drive, pull back and shoot from Baines. Oh, there's contact there from Tom Elliott-Smith for sure. A little bit late with the defensive. Attempt on the ball and manages to catch his hand. Number 9 for Manchester goes to the line. And no good on the shot, and that gives Rockets a little chance of a transition. And now Manchester back. Tom's under the basket. A quick turn and shoot. Really good to get that within the 3 seconds. He did really well. It's number 4, Tom Elliott-Smith. I thought he was going to, no chance he was going to keep that in the time, but such a quick spin and put it up. Edwards running into the chair of Ben. And Kavanagh inside and high off the glass. Drops 26-14, 40 seconds left. Been quite a lively first quarter here in Loddon Valley. We've had a couple of those opportunities. Oh! And Rockets just not quite able to capitalise a couple of those. One was from Todd earlier, and that one there from Tom Tobin. That was it. Yes, and Revs back with the high arch of Martin Edwards. With 5 seconds on the board, who's going to take this long shot? It's going to be a bit of an ask. Oh my goodness, what a throw. The camera lady having to duck out of the way. A full court fling from Tom. Needless to say, did not make the target, but that takes them into the benches at 28-14 in favour of Manchester Revolution. And it's been a very lively first quarter. Yeah, enjoyed that. I think it's a shame for the Rockets side of things. A couple of their points haven't been converted when they've had like a pick and roll or an open drive down there. Also, they've done quite well at putting pressure on the likes of Baines and such down when they're in defence. Manchester just doing their thing, really. They are a scoring machine, of course. And even under the pressure, managing to show us down at Reading what they get up to in Manchester. Will we see a change of the lineup? I don't see any change in the shirts, so I think we're going to stick with for Manchester. And what about for Rockets? We saw the Ben and Dan switch, Dan May, halfway through the first quarter. But we've now got Ronnie on court for Rockets. Number 21 on the far side. Going against Pullen at the moment. And Ben puts in to Reese. Reese under immediate pressure from Edwards, but Edwards finds himself picked out, and they'll have a man advantage. Oh, it was a lovely shot there. Unfortunate not to make it count. So he didn't make it out the key, and therefore that'll be the 3 seconds from what I understand from here. And don't know if you saw that on the screen, but Rockets managing to get a change in possession. I think it came from Kaylee English. And here we go again. This time the pressure comes from Kavanagh. And Reese looking to get the drive from Ben. Ben did really well to give Reese the line into the basket. So Reese is happy, congratulating his teammate there. That's what you want to see. Lovely teamwork. Now going out, putting the pressure on. Force the either the shot under pressure, or they'll go for a pick and roll with the cover. Tom Elliott-Smith with the big hand, putting it into a harder shot, and it paid off. They've now come away with the ball. Brilliant work from, an open under the basket. Tom Tobin. Look at that. What a start there for Rockets, coming out, firing. But Baines is straight through into his position. And he's heavily marked by Reese and Ronnie. And, of course, not as many cheers going up as we sort of expect that now from Edwards. But he's so consistent on the shot. And at the other end, Reese Barker. Oh, not quite on this one. As they're now pushing on the offense, 4 against 3. Ben trying to even up the odds. Goes down to the baseline. Tobin managing to put the pressure on. Good job. And they will be doing a man out. Yes, we've got Tobin releases. Elliott-Smith holds off for a second. He releases. And they've now got this second for a man advantage. Elliott-Smith in. And number 21's not able to finish, but he gets the loose ball, recycles back to Elliott Smith. Reese with a long pass over to Tobin. Tobin, let's fly. Oh, almost converts. And a good show from Rockets so far in this quarter. And a lovely drive from Baines. That'll be called on the floor. No basket. Our ref, Francis, had a very good view of what was going on there. And Dave Kingston gives the ball over to Edwards. Edwards to Pullen. Back to Edwards. They're going to get the pressure on the shot. Making him think. Moves around a bit. And manages to draw the foul. Contact on the back of the chair from Reese Barker. Number 17, basket good. And one to come. I thought for a minute, you know, the pressure was good from Rockets, making them do the extra pass. But Manchester holding up against this pressure. As the subs coming in. Tom Elliott Smith leaves the floor. So they'll be missing that height. And Todd Travers comes back in for Rockets. Score now. Oh, it's a risky pass there with the likes of Edwards around to pick his pocket. And there he goes, picking his pocket. But it stays with the Rockets. And score 33-18. Nice drive from Tobin, looking to draw the foul, and he does. He's done that a couple of times today. Really good work there from this man at the line, Tom Tobin. And timeout called. Manchester timeout. And welcome back. We've had a little bit of a change to the lineup from Manchester. Now see the likes of Loven, Jammer, and Hardman. As Tobin takes his shot from the line. First one just in and out. Will be live off here, and you can see it's interesting. Rockets choosing to keep enough people back so they don't get stuck and overrun on the transition from Manchester. But to be honest, it's very hard to stop. Look at that. The speed of Edwards down here. If it's not Baines, it's Edwards. If it's not Edwards, it's, you know, it's one of the others, Hardman, or it's a very difficult lineup to put pressure on, but they are doing well, Rockets. Oh, Jammer still in the key, still in the key. He's been in for a while there. I think he was lucky not to get called as Revs get that basket to drop. Ben at the top of the key, passes down to Tom, Tobin, and Reese trying to get the sort of pick and roll working with Ronnie. And there's a bit of a lost ball. Very almost, Ben did really well to try and keep that alive. Unfortunately, it did go out. His front casters just went over before releasing the ball. And Ronnie now finding a battle of trying to get back into defence, but he does so. He's back in on the side here with Tobin as the ball is in the opposite side. Ball now with Jammer. Jammer into Hardman. Hardman in front of Reese and takes that one to tally up the points. 37-19. Travers on my side here. Goes for the shot. Oh, and he's got it. A lovely shot there, Todd Travers. I like that. He's been left open. Why not take the shot? Brilliant job. And Jammer will do the same. See that? He's got a second free, and he's known for sinking those, is Abdi Jammer. Yeah, just getting warmed up as you see him rub his hands. Tobin out to Todd again. Todd under immediate pressure from Jammer. Goes out to Reese. Reese and Love. Ben finds himself in all alone and under the pressure of Hardman and two other yellow shirts. It does get knocked out. But they've still got possession and they'll set up their end line play. Tobin's got a second. He could shoot. He does, he makes it! Lovely shot, under pressure, rolling back. Beautiful finish. And this is getting exciting here. If they can just keep up this pressure, Rockets are putting on a fine show here today at Loddon Valley. Just need to make a few more stops. Maybe stop the outside shots of these guys is difficult. Lots of passes, Love from the top. Comes off the front of the rim, but she's got it again. Baines with a little fade, and Rockets happily take that as a collection. Travers under a bit of pressure, gives it to Reese. Sees if a three-point attempt. Oh, off the back of the rim. And Hardman is all the way down there. That ball's going to get sent. Here it is. And it's received. Can he get it in the time? He can. Yes. And Ronnie wasn't happy on that one. The game continues. Tobin versus Jammer. Just fades back, surveys the floor, and see that pressure there from Edwards, and still managing to evade the pick attempt from Ben, and that is a timeout called. And it will be Manchester when we come back. With 3.5 minutes left on the clock in the second quarter. So 39-23. Quite a significant lead for Manchester. But it can all change, as we know, in this game with a couple of runs. And got to say, Rockets have been doing well to get a couple of steals and put the pressure on. Yeah. I don't think they'll be upset about this performance. Certainly a fun one to watch. First time for me seeing this Rocket squad live since Liam has gone abroad. Obviously, he'll be a force that's missed in the Rockets. But it's good to see here Reese really taking up some of that gap that would have been left from his brother and making his presence known. Good couple of stops in there and baskets as well, of course. But his off-ball work is very strong. Here he is matching up against Baines. And Edwards takes no delay in putting that up and in. I tell you, he's been in that spot and sort of like the extended block, or just out in that position there with a mid-2. He's just always sinking them. And Reece Barker thought about the shot, takes one drive, manages to draw the foul. Lovely there. He goes for the sort of fake on the shot because Hardman's leaning in. He's like, no, I'll take a dribble. And then manages to draw the foul. So key is to make these points count from the line. And this is number 17, Reece Barker. As you're all aware, I'm sure, Grant Barker, his dad, is the coach for the Reading Rockets, as he gets the first one to drop. And this one will be live. Jade Lachlan sneak on the court over there, and Alex Middleton. And Reece managing to get both of those, so that was a lovely bit of play, very worthwhile for the Rockets. Alex, a good one to play against. It's like the ball sticks to his hands, that number 7 you're just seeing coming in there. Remember the first training session I saw him at, in the pass I thought he was never going to catch. It just seems to stick to his hands. Oh, and there's a block. Baines against Tom Elliott-Smith, and the ball is straight into Hardman, and 2 quick baskets. That is not what the Rockets want to see. You can see the change in pace there for Revs as they start to put the pressure on Rockets. That press, that high press, has really got them 2 instant baskets. But this is the cost potentially of doing that, and that's the other end, the transition. Jammer doing really well to get the over-the-head block, as Jade has to be called out to sub, I believe, a blown tire or something. She won't maybe be a quick repair job over on the far side, as Dan May comes in her place. Number 11. Oh, with a slightly short pass from May. Goes into the hands of Hardman. Elliott looking for number 26. Sorry about that. Martin Edwards, if I can get my words out. And Rockets will be happy that he's finally missing one from out that side. Pressure's on May. May just able to get it to Reece. Reece had to get it over the line, and there was no one there to receive. So Jammer says he'll collect that. 3-on-2 until Tom gets back, which he has done, and managed to slow down the offense. Yes, Reece intercepts, and he's away. Lovely work there. That's what I'm talking about, the pressure there from Reece Barker. He's really making an impact for the Rockets. He can keep his head high. So, yes, they've got a bit of a challenge on if Manchester are putting on the press. There's definitely a pressure then for the Rockets to pick up and also make the most of it. If they can get that quick ball out, they need someone who can do a nice long pass. They've got Elliott-Smith back on. You know, he's got a bit of a pass on down the line to Reece. There's always that option. And just over a minute left in the first half. And the same 5 for the Rockets. Return to the court. And we get back in the action. Edwards with 2 outlets. As we're just waiting for the... Yeah, that's the sub for Rockets, is Patrick O'Donovan coming on court. Joking, he's doing the 24. And we are ready to roll. With Edwards inbounding to Jammer. Jammer at the top of the key. Love looking to get a position on May then, I thought. And contact off Alex. A little bit aggressive there. It's okay, only a minute left. We're at 3 apiece on the fouls. No panic. As options surveyed. Ball comes in. And Jammer, Martin Edwards doing a bit of a 1-2 action there. Finding the perfect opportunity for an easy bucket. But right back at you, 26 is now called on the foul. With 45 seconds left. Just a couple of offenses. Rockets will really want to be making a score here. And bit of duo action from Reese, Barker and Tom Elliott-Smith on this side. Leaves a bit more space for Alex on the other side. But no go on the shots. And Rockets did well to get back, but there's an obvious mismatch with Ben down on the baseline against Edwards. Edwards making it count. 16 seconds on the clock. Reese needs to get on the ball. Yes, he's got his head up. And can they get an opportunity in the last 4, 3, 2? No. Oh, it'll get stopped with 1 second on the clock. And this will be some kind of a shot here. It's not I think someone wants to be marking Baines there, because we know what he's like with a 3 attempt down there. No, it's gone straight to Love. Of course, it was only a second. With a fling from the halfway. Not this time. So that will take us into the halftime break. 49-27 to Manchester. Been a good battle, and I'll see you in about 10 minutes' time when we continue. And apologies for that, on the wrong headset. We are back with the second half. And Gemma with the time counting down, lets it fly. And his man Edwards there to finish off. As the revs go up to 53, Rockets are currently on 29. Firstly, I'd like to apologise for Alex Mitten, as I was trying to remember his name earlier, as it's not on the score sheet, and I said Middleton, but I was close. Lovely shot from Reese here on the baseline, given a second of clear air, and he lets that one fly. And I don't know if you probably couldn't hear, if I had the other headset on, the start of the quarter. We've had a lovely finish from Tom Elliott-Smith under pressure. We've had Manchester starting us off with the pressure. Elliott-Smith righting himself after coming into a bit of a collision with those yellow chairs. Yellow shirted chairs, I'll say. Dan at the top of the key, all alone, lets it go off the back iron. And Tobin looking to try and put some pressure on Hardman on the far side. Martin. It was down to Jammer. Jammer, oh, not this time. And Todd sort of missed the opportunity there of a rebound, or one of them. I thought they were going to get a little bit of a luck in their direction, because you don't want to give Jammer 2 opportunities in a row. And it's now Reese pushing the floor at the other end, trying to make some space. Todd working with him to get an advantage position. And Tobin under the pressure of Kavanagh. Back to Tobin. Tobin with space. No, he's now under pressure again. Oh, intercepted, and they're lucky to retain the possession there. I thought that was going to be a free run round for Manchester, or a roll round, I should say. And Dan May into Barker. Barker with a 3 points on the buzzer. That would have really helped the scoreline for the Rockets, but not this time. I think that's Barker's second 3-point attempt. Not managed to get one yet, and that was way too easy there for Martin Edwards. The vision, he saw that the chair position was not quite there for Tobin, and he took advantage, rolling round the side. Travers, number 48 for Rockets. Hands off to Reese, looks to get a little bit of a position, gets that position. Oh, he couldn't make that finger roll at the end. It was just a tad off the end of the hand. But it was a lovely attempt of a drive on basket. Good work from May and Travers to keep him out, but undoubtedly on the far side there, as you saw, Hardman making his way into the key. And I don't know if you can see in the shot, just out of the shot, Mitten is getting ready to join the Rockets offense here. And over the arms of Hardman, and there's a quick transition, easy points we'd expect here from Elliott as a reward for that pressure and fast drive. Here we go, 61-31. So Rockets looking to be a little bit unsettled in the start of the second half. Slow return into the bench from Reese. I want to see the Reese from the first half that really made a lot of difference here in this game. And even if they wouldn't like a repeat of the first half in terms of points, I really enjoyed it from here watching. Good battle. So let's see if we can get back to the business after this timeout. As the buzzer goes, they return in to play. Yes, we've still got Mitten on the court. I'm going to say that as many times as I can now to embed Alex's surname in my brain. Tobin starts us off. And the ball coming down to Rees. Rees with a little bit of two men on him. Someone must be free. It's May, I think, was the free person. Elliott Smith. Oh, lovely. Beautiful release and shot there from Elliott Smith. Hardly any bring down on his shot. Keeps the ball nice and high. And good flick of the wrist. Rees and Hardman back to Love, who's open at top. Yes. Rockets doing a good job of covering, but of course that always leaves someone open. And on that team, you can't leave anyone open, really. Tobin with a little bit of a fake. Oh, that was lovely work, and he's denied the advantage, I think. Oh, no, it's still here in Rockets, it's fine. I like that hunger that comes from Tobin there for the drive to say he means business. And here they go again as he comes into the basket. Oh, fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. That's one of the ones I would have asked for a replay on. Lovely work, Tobin. And Hardman open in the key. And not sure what happened there. I think I might have missed something. I just saw the ball being rolled out by Martin Edwards. Was that off the hand of Rees? Jammer. Edwards. Elbow. Oh, it was a 3-point. I didn't realise that was a 3. And luckily for the Rockets, no go. Tobin into Mitten. Alex looking to hand off down here again to Tobin. Tobin with the open look. Why not? He says, why not? Baseline shot. Up and in. Yes, Tobin. He's having a good day. If they're going to leave him open, that's what you get. Good push in there from May to return back to the defense. Here he is at the top of the key with Jammer. The other side, a pick and roll attempt, double cover, and it's paid off. But Hardman got the rebound, and always feels a little bit disheartening when you've managed to put off enough to get the shot, but then there's someone else there to grab that rebound, that loose ball. Still, good play. 65-37. Mitten with space this time. I thought there was a hand on that from Elliott. Oh, face goes right into his arm there, Alex. He takes a bit of a tumble. And he'll be back up in action in a moment. Three and a half minutes in the third left. Hang on a minute. As Francis calls it back. Ball put in. There's a little bit of a tucking in of shirts. Interesting one there is the biggest reason for that. Oh, lovely shot from Love at the top, and not able to get the rebound for once was Edwards, but Jammer in a sea of red shirts. The ball's gone everywhere. How does Edwards then again end up with the ball? Placed himself correctly to receive that one. Hardman in on the layup, and it's no go, but he's under pressure. Putting pressure on the ball, sorry, is what I meant. Alex trying to take the ball over the line. Does take the ball over the line. Looking for an outlet, finds Rees on the baseline. It was a difficult pass there. Lovely little curl in with Rees, showing his mobility off the glass and in. Lovely job there from Rees Barker. He's back in action. Kavanagh all alone. Oh, he chooses to pass. I thought that was his to take, but there was obviously I didn't spot Love come in, and they managed to draw a foul there after the substitutions. Mitten and May out for Lachlan and Ben Trillia-Porton, if I can pronounce that right. Again, I normally stick with the first names. I should get better with the surnames, as soon as that's my job. Lovely little bit of work there, passing 1, 2, 3 from the Revs to make that a nice easy layup for Edwards. Oh, good work from Reece Barker, and Edwards going into the side of Reece's chair. And that's the mobility you have there of Reece on the drive. So agile with the ball. Uses that slight bit of tip on his chair to give him a manoeuvrability advantage, and a lovely finish there from our man Tom Elliott-Smith. Yeah, a lot of people reduce that tip on their chair, and it's interesting to speak to Reece and see he actually enjoys having that tip, because it helps him get the little tips and manoeuvrability that you see from, oh, lovely hands from Jade Lachlan, almost winning the ball back for Rockets. Jammer collects, and a high release for Martin, not dropping this time as Jade guards the ball from Love, and they make sure that they keep the ball possession, and it's now 67-41. So 1 minute and a bit left in the quarter. Reece working with Ben. Reece lets fly. Oh, and he was unlucky not to get that one to convert. Tries to find Jade. Finds Jade. Jade manages to put it up, and amongst the yellow shirts, Reece almost with the rebound. But I think that went against Jade in the end. And they'll be happy just to slow down that fast offense, to be honest. You know, the transition there, opportunity for Manchester. Somewhat a good foul. Love at the top. Back to Edwards. Edwards with a skip pass over to Jammer. Jammer collects under immediate pressure from Ben as he tries to drive base. No advantage. Has to twist and turn. Looking for... Oh, he manages almost to get round Reece. And I'm not sure if that was a 24. Fantastic play from the Rockets there. With 30 seconds odd left in the quarter. If they can get us a score on the board here, that'll be a nice way to end the third, considering the start was a little bit of a yellow show for points. And there's the second of gap that he needs. He releases. Oh, not quite. They'll be looking for a very quick turnaround here from Revs to get one more attempt. 10 seconds is a long time. Jammer with space into Henley. Henley with contact. Yeah, maybe tactical contact there from Reece to stop the easy shot. Just over a second on the clock, and Kavanagh goes to the line. And we're back to that fiery game we had in the first half here at Loddon Valley. Shot from the line, first one, nothing but net. Beautiful job. And the second one is an exact replica. Beautiful technique there. And Kavanagh, long throw from Tobin. I thought it might have been a one on to Reece and then a fling in, but Reality was the time was gone, the quarter is done. 69-41 for Manchester. We'll see how we get on with the fourth and final very shortly. Back in we come. Same 5 for Manchester. No, it's not, sorry. Henry's gone out. Who have we got for Rockets? We've got Lachlan in, yes. And Ben's put in to Tobin. And we are go. For the fourth and final. Almost on the lets it fly. Tobin known to put those in, but not today. We've had a couple attempts from Reese. Jammer with space. And a lovely finish from that man, Abdi Jammer. Takes them past the 70s. Tobin always looking to keep them looking lively on top. Make sure Love is watching hard. Oh, unlucky there for Reese Barker as he's being marked by Hardman. He's going on the offense, trying to put some pressure on the ball. Baines is straight down the floor, zings the ball out to Jammer, who again in space knocks it down. And I think they'll keep doing that until someone stops them. At the other end, looking for Tom Elliott-Smith is Reese. Reese found him, and now he finds Tobin. Tobin looking for the mismatch shot for Reese against Jammer, but just didn't quite manage to pull that one off. I thought potentially he could have taken that one himself. Tobin's been quite hot on the shots today. Hardman, and a lovely clean shot from him. Number 1. Elliot Hardman for Manchester Revolution. Let's see if they can get their rhythm back for Rockets. Yes, Lachlan inside, and a lovely roll to the basket. There we go, that's what they need. Now they need to get their heads up quick, because here come Revs. See everyone looking down the court then. I was sort of thinking there was going to be a charge coming from the Revs, but actually Manchester didn't do the traditional fast break, if you like, and now there's a 3-second call. Casters or something, it's just over the line. Can't be in the key for more than 3 seconds, as I'm sure most of our viewers are aware. Unless you're in the shot position. And then it can be increased to 5. Oh, Tobin with a little bit of a loose catch there. Slightly low, down to Lachlan. Lachlan to the mismatch here with Elliott-Smith with a high release, and it's unfortunate. To see we got Ronnie there, who's now entered the floor in place of Barker. just a slight bit smaller than Barker. Jammer under pressure. Lovely pass into Love. Oh my goodness, Robin Love with an absolute fantastic finish there, sort of across her body. And Tobin now brings it down the other end. See if he can bring back some of that Rockets oomph. Jade already put a couple in this quarter. Takes another one. Unlucky this time. Pressure on the ball. Good from Jade here. They were trying to get an 8-second shout there, but they, when you can throw as far as these can, it's one pass and you're over the line. Not the sort of trouble you see, and it's been called in favour of Manchester. Everyone looked around to see which way it was going to go. 77-43 to Manchester. 6.5 minutes in the fourth and final. And back over with Edwards. Edwards with a little, return back to Baines. I thought it was going to go to Hardman, who had made a dive into the basket. And he's got those points to count, as they're trying hard to stop him from getting back into his defensive position. And they're doing the job at the moment, Ben and Tom. And now will they make the advantage of it as Tom rolls in, all alone. And there's got to be 2 free people. There is. And it was Jade and Ben. But foul is called against Edwards. It was good work there from number 4 for the Rockets. You know, started with the pick back and then driving in, drew 3 of the defenders, left Jade and Ben free, and got the foul instead. But a little bit of space for Tobin. Yes, takes the fake and shot. Yes. Oh, no, not with the drop. Doesn't get the convert. Look at that throw. That's what I'm on about. One throw, and it's in the other key almost. It's almost seems effortless from them, but that's not an easy pass to make. Well, not for me. Hardman goes it alone. Yeah, and that's why it's clean shoot. Clean shot there. Clean shooter is Elliot Hardman for Manchester. Elliot Smith giving space to Tobin. Tobin now. Oh no, doesn't get the shot off. I thought that was going to be the bit of clean air that he needed to make it. Tries to find Jade, just can't drop it in. You've got to wonder whether a little bounce pass in would have worked. Easy for me to say. Love all the way to the basket with a scoop. Little finger roll in, and timeout, trying to break the rhythm from Manchester as they pull away. Now 83-43. Here we go, the last half of the fourth quarter. Turning to the action, Alex Mitten. Ronnie on the far side, battling hard against Baines to get position. Elliot Smith with his height, got a little bit of a space, passes off to Alex, a lovely little pass back to the top, drawing them down and passing to the top. And will he shoot over the pressure? No, finds Alex. Alex is free, off the rim. And a quick push down the hall to get back for Rockets, because Manchester are on the charge all the way from Hardman. Yep, to the hole. That was 4 yellow shirts against 3 of the red there. Could only really see it going one way. But we have had quite a few stops from Rockets today, so I shouldn't be too quick at saying that. Alex here with the ball, passing to Tobin. Tobin. Elliott Smith back, over to Alex. Good take from Alex there. It was only just in his catch cylinder, if you like, in his range. And that's the first shot clock called that I remember for the Rockets, so good pressure from Manchester. Robin Love now for Manchester, top of the key. Down to Henley. Oh, look for the pass in, finds the pass in. I love that. It's like the roll, but with the extra pass is always a favourite of mine. If you can get that quick pass in, the pick and rolls in and a pass through the top because the tension is elsewhere, and you can still either take from top then or indeed feed Baines in this case. And he's drawn the foul.
No, but the way this goes, so I thought they were going to be redone just before second. Yeah, fine.
And the shot there from Tyler Baines.
Oh, okay. Well, 5 seconds is fine. Yeah.
As Lachlan brings up the ball. Pass over to Tom. Tom trying to find Ronnie, and with a little bit of jostling there, foul is called against him. We'll see it. You have to cover the path with blocking someone on the ball. I think that's just a bit of side contact from his chair there. As Barker comes back in, got to say, I think his height is really needed against this team. Extra reach, if you like. Another nice shot there from Elliot Harmon. And look at Reese go down the other end. If he could draw that attention, if nothing else, it does create a lot of space. And it's a only just on the fingertips of Tobin. Tobin looking for options. Will he find him? Yes, he will. Number 4 inside. Tom Elliott-Smith, 2 on the board. Good play in the end there for Rockets to find the right shot. And Love dishing out to Kavanagh with an arm in the cylinder. Got to be careful about the contact. Did really well there, Reese. Reese back on the ball. Comes away. Looking to find Alex. No. Doesn't make the pass. Thought he was going to zing it across the court. Of course, it's Tobin under the pressure of Kaylee English. Finds Lachlan. Lachlan with space. Oh, and it's an air ball, but a nice pass over to Mitten. And on the shot, we'll get them to come from the line. Elliott Smith yet again in the action. Playing for the pride here. I like to keep the pace of the game up from the Rockets. Despite an 88-45 scoreline, putting on a good show here for the home crowd. And the action does continue here after, I believe, with the running game. And Tom, unfortunate from the line there. Didn't make either of those drop. Kavanagh with a drive in, and Payne's thinking about the dish. But he actually gets called on the offensive in that little decisive moment. And the ball is going back to the Rockets. As Mitten puts in. to Tobin, to Barker. Barker to Lachlan. Lachlan finds. Oh, Lachlan doing really well at getting those pick and roll opportunities. And she's made a couple today. Didn't make that one, but it was a good look. And nice to see her in action on this Rockets team. Ball at top with Love. Getting rotated round the key so easily. And look at that, on the rebound again. Kavanagh, but not able to finish that one off. Still at 88 to 45. 1 minute and a half, roughly, left in this game. And Elliott, contact on the side of Reese's chair, I thought, but it was actually called against Jade. So I was guilty of watching the ball and not seeing what happened with Lachlan and her foul. I thought Elliott was going to get called for the contact in the side of Reese's chair. Oh, pass over the head. Can't manage to keep that one. Tom Elliott-Smith will say, yes, please. And Tobin down the court. Good work from Jay, trying to get a little pick and roll again. In, lovely pass into Reese, and the tip seemed to stay in the air for ages as he got that one off. And another tip from, from Tobin. And a brilliant effort from the Rockets as Reese manages to get his away. Full commitment from Tobin. What a game he's had. Lovely performance from number 0 there, Tom Tobin. Kaylee English straight on his case. As he will look to maybe apply some of that pressure back. Extra man for Revs. Or extra player, I should say, man, woman. And ball up top, back to Hardman. Hardman trying to draw them out of position. Does so, gets the clean shot off. And that takes him up to 90. 28 seconds on the board. 90 to 47. So will they finish with a final flurry from this man, Tobin? Why not? He's had a good game. He's had a good game indeed. Lovely finish. 3 pairs of hands in front of him then, and he still manages to get it in. Lovely job. That was a really good, and I think they'll just, dribble the ball out now. Thank you everyone who was watching. Final score 90 to 49 here at Loddon Valley. It's been a really good game to watch live. I hope you enjoyed it at home, and I'll catch you next time, whenever that be. Thank you.